Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, have you guys heard of an anime known as Baki? Now, Baki's separated into different parts. There's OG Baki with the older animation, which is basically his whole childhood and everything. And then there's Baki, just Baki, where it's the Convicts arc and the Kaido tournament arc. And then there's Baki Hanma with the prison arc, where he fights the ogre. And then there's the manga, of course. But anyways, I created a roster for a fighting game for Baki. Now, when you think of fighting anime, you automatically assume Dragon Ball. And of course, Dragon Ball is the greatest fighting anime, and I'm not even going to cap about that. But another really good fighting anime is Baki. The whole premise of it is basically Baki trying to surpass people and becoming the strongest character. Not because he wants to, because he has to. He has to defeat his father, Yujiro. Now, this roster, it's not as big as my other video with the Boruto one, but it kind of sums up the main characters we would need, and it has the mechanics. Everything would work, I think. There are a few other characters you can add, like Mike Tyson and the triplets from the prison. But you could figure that out. There's also the Yasha Ape, and I didn't want to add him because it's just he kind of seems out of place, but it would be really badass to fight the Yasha Ape in a fighting game. But of course we have Baki Hanma, the main character of the show. I think all the characters would have an ultimate and then some kind of combo move, like a special move, because you gotta think it's a realistic show, and they don't really have powers. They're strong as hell, but you gotta give them something. So, some kind of side special attack, and then their ultimate. Baki's ultimate would most likely be the suplex he used on Jack Hanma in the tournament. And then there's Yujirohama, the father of Baki, of course. He would be another good he would be another OP character, most likely the most OP character in the game, just like in the show. For his ultimate, it could really be anything. It depends, like smashing your son's face in the ground, causing an earthquake with your feet, moving your brain to the side while getting shot, something like that. Then there's Doppo Orochi, and then Katsumi Orochi, the father and son duo. And Doppo Orochi, the tiger, or whatever his nickname is, I can't really remember at this moment, but they're badass. Doppo, in that thing, he got his whole hand sliced off, and he still was kicking ass. Katsumi Orochi, with that bomb, they just did him wrong for that. And then Jack Hanma, some kind of biting move, that would be really cool. Hanayama, I know in the fight with Specs, he pinches his thigh out, which is insane, how he pinches thigh meat off the opponent. That's insane. That's, insane, bro. The power you have to have for that. And this kid's the youngest on the list, I believe. Besides maybe Baki. And then we have Goki. He's a judo master, so I'd say that he'd use some kind of toss or throw as the ultimate. And then we have Kakukaio. Kaio has a lot of unique abilities you can add. He uses, that swan toss thing he uses with the neck. That would be a good ultimate. And then we have Muhammad Ali Jr. He would just kind of have some kind of boxing move, you know? They did him wrong in the anime, not gonna lie. And then we have Kaido. That fight with Dorian, he showed a lot of his skills. I'm not really too sure on an ultimate, but I know he does something with the ears or the eyes or something like that. Like he bites off an ear or cuts an eyeball out. something crazy, but that would be really badass to see. Mortal Kombat style, kind of. And then we have Shinogi, the Shinogi brothers. I know he has this nerve move. That would be a really cool combo, like ultimate. And that could also be like a quick skill. And then we have the Doctor Shinogi. His character was kind of weird because at first they showed him out to be like an evil doctor. And then he just became like a caring doctor towards Jack Hanma in the middle of the series. But some kind of like, I don't know, medical ability or something would be good for him. And then we have Motabe. Now I know in the manga he's like really strong and everything, but I'm not sure what I haven't seen it personally. The thing with Miyamoto, but maybe something with that. Then we have Igari, mostly some kind of suplex or something. Then we have Chiharu. He's one of my favorite Baki characters, even though he didn't get that much screen time. Kuwabara style. Mans can have the broken arm and beat down with someone, something like that. Then we have Gaia. He can do some kind of camouflage technique, which that would be a really cool asset to the game. Then we have Sorosuke, or something like that. He could use... what's it? I know he climbed out, like his grip strength can be really like awesome. So something like that. Then there's Doyle. And Doyle, what kind of move would he... I know they have some kind of unique abilities, all of them. Something with Doyle. And then Specs. Mans can take any attack. So he's basically a tank. Then there's Yanagi, the poison hand guy. Obviously, poison's an amazing asset to the game. Just like in Demon Slayer. Then there's Dorian. And Dorian's like raw combat ability, like he had to fight 3 or 4 people in order to stop him. Like for episodes he was destroying people left and right. So you can give him some kind of crazy attack. Like maybe with that, like slicing people's hands off or something. Then you have Kakukaio, he's going to be a really OP character. With that, what's it called? It's that some kind of ability he uses where he's skinny, but when he attacks you, it's like the impact's insane. Something like that would be really cool. Then there's this American guy. I don't know too much about him besides he was just a wimp in the tournament. But I mean, I know he fought Retsu, so some kind of crybaby sneak attack would be cool. Then we have Kaori, and he also had the poison hand, if I'm correct on that. So that's also another good asset. Then we have Oliva. Bro, Oliva, if they make a story mode for this game, Baki and Oliva's fight's going to be awesome, bro. Like, some kind of, like, the ball technique would be amazing, bro. Man turns into a basketball, Pac-Man devours you. Awesome ultimate. Guevara, he can have an awakening almost. Guevara's awakening, or that could just be for the ultimate, and he just, beats the life out of you. Now these next 2 characters they're not in the anime, but they're gonna be real soon. There's Pickle, the ancient guy, basically a descendant of Baki. He's insane. That's all I gotta say. And then there's Miyamoto, and he's Masashi Miyamoto from the Japanese legends. He has some kind of sword ability, so it would be very like a swordsman in a brawling game is awesome. But I'm not sure they would add them, but that's just a prediction. But anyway, this is my roster. Let me know what you think. Like, would you want to see a Baki game? I mean, Baki's a really cool fighting anime, so I'd love to see a game made out of it. Baki's really good. You should check it out. Just watch the OG version, please, For the love of God, watch Baki's childhood arc, please. But and then the Maximum Tournament, you have to watch that too. If you're ever wondering what if fights, watch that, please, bro. Yujiro versus Orochi, Baki versus Retsu, Hanayama versus Katsumi Orochi. Crazy fights. That opening one of Baki shows all those fights in updated animation. That's why it's my favorite. It was awesome. Nostalgia, everything. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Crinja out.